loss, and honor are central themes in Giacomo Puccini's Madama Butterfly, an opera that's ready to take the stage in San Diego once again. General Director of the San Diego Opera, David Bennett, says he's feeling a little bit anxious and tired, but overall, he's excited.
So this is one of Puccini's greatest operas, and many people think of Puccini as the greatest opera composer, so it's very well known. It came after two other very big successes, La Bohème and Tosca, and this is a very different world.
KPBS was able to get access to a rehearsal inside the nearly 3,000-seat Civic Theater to see what goes into creating such a complex performance.
This is Puccini, who was an Italian, end of the 19th century, very beginning of the 20th century, writing about Asian culture from his Italian perspective. And so the way he sets the score is vastly different from what he had composed before. It's actually very highly influenced by actual French composition, which is very delicate.
The story focuses on a young woman who supports herself as a geisha after her disgraced father takes his life. The performance stars soprano Corinne Winters, who plays that woman, Cho-Cho-san.
This character, for her very young years, is highly intelligent and also very naive. She is very feisty and angry, and at the same time has so much grace and politeness and courtesy.
Winters has played this role 3 times before and says Cho-Cho-san is a vulnerable character that's emotionally and musically difficult to tackle.
Having to sing this intense, complicated opera from a musical standpoint, and the amount of stamina and technique required to sing a piece like this, with those two factors kind of always at play, is a lot.
The San Diego Symphony will guide the show. And the stage will be adorned with Japanese-inspired decor to match the storyline, says director of Madama Butterfly, Jose Maria Condemi.
But it's a traditional setting of the piece in the 1904, 1906. And it's visually very striking because of all those levels. If you sit at different seats in the house, you get a very different experience of it.
Bennett says they took extra care to be culturally accurate in the smallest details.
We are making sure that we're doing everything with real cultural awareness and cultural knowledge, down to the way everyone moves, the way everyone steps, the way you fold your garments, where the obi actually sits.
In the story, Cho-Cho-san falls desperately in love with an American naval officer and marries him. But he leaves her for 3 years, and while gone, she bears his son, and he takes an American wife. This leads to an unraveling of her identity.
She not only married an American in the early 20th century, but she rejected her own culture, and she was rejected in turn. So that creates a very dramatic conclusion to the piece.
With such a powerful story that requires great acting and voice, Winters digs deep for inspiration.
It shows each character as a multidimensional human with a journey and with their light, I guess, the light side of their personality, and their demons, and each character has it.
This isn't the first time that the Civic Theater has put on this opera, but it's a great opportunity for those new and seasoned to experience the show.
It is a perfect piece for a newcomer to the opera because it's accessible, the music is sweeping, and it really goes straight to your heart.
The 2 performances are sung in Italian with English and Spanish text projected above the stage and take place Friday evening and Sunday afternoon at San Diego Civic Theater. Jacob Aere, KPBS News.